Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hi dear medical students, third year medical students. We will talk today about water. What's the importance of water? Water, as you know, is one of the most component of our food. It is the largest single component of the body weight. It equals to 55 to 65% in adults, and it varies with among individual according to the proportion of the muscle mass to adipose tissue. The total body water decreases significantly with age. It is higher in athletics and more than in non-athletics. So in adult it's equal to 55 to 65%. In male and female it is equals to 50 to 55%. In children it is higher. The water content in children is much higher. It consumed or to constitute about 75 to 80%. What's the function of water? It acts as solvent for many solutes, and it is important for cell function and medium for all reaction. Also it participates in metabolic action, and it will provide a structural material for cell forming and important in physiological process like in digestion, absorption, excretion of metabolites and indigestible waste. Also important in structure and function of circulatory system, and it is important as a transport medium for nutrients and all body structures. It maintains physical chemical consistency of intracellular and extracellular fluid compartment and has direct effect to maintain body temperature. You have to remember that 600 kilocalories of body heat are removed during evaporation of 1 liter of water. And we have to note that 20% of body water, if there is loss of this amount, it ends with death, and if lost about 10% of body water, there is severe disorder, severe dehydration. And we have to remember that in moderate weather, adult can live up to 10 days without water, while children only 5 days. And he can survive for several weeks without food. So water balance, what do you mean by that? The water content of the fat-free body weight remain constant by homeostatic regulation. This is due to interaction among antidiuretic hormone and the GIT, the kidney and the brain. So it remains constant, the water balance. And the amount of daily water intake equals to the amount of water loss. As we said, this is a normal constant. So in healthy individual, water intake controlled by thirst. The water intake is equal to output. Here we have 1 liter of a fluid and 0.7 liter of water and 0.2 liter water from cellular oxidation of food. The total amount of water intake is equal to 2.3 liter. And the water output here, 1.4 liter in urine, 0.7 liter water in feces, and 0.45 liter sweating, 0.35 liter respiratory, and also it is in normal temperature. The water output is also 2.3 liter. Here are the sites we have to take fluid and ingest it, maybe direct drinking water or maybe water that contain in food, and here it will be excreted through the lung or the skin or through the kidney or through feces, and the input is equals to output, as we said, in normal circumstances. The amount of water lost every 24 hours must be replaced to maintain normal health and efficiency. So we'll talk about water allowance. The water allowance here, it depends on the calorie intake. It is equal to 1 ml per kilocalorie for adult and equals to 1.5 ml per kilocalorie for infant. This is under ordinary circumstances, meaning there is no overheating and underheating. And it equals to 35 ml per kg if we are consuming the water required according to body weight of a usual body weight for adult, and it equals to 50 to 60 ml per kg for children and 150 ml per kg for infants. We will talk about now the thirst. Thirst usually it is adequate guide for water intake. It is adequate guide for water intake. If there is deficiency of water content in the body, thirst will be activated, and the thirst center is localized in the brain. And this regulation mechanism is maintained except in infant and in sick and sometimes in elderly people where the thirst sensation is decreased. So anyone, any sick, if he is sick enough to be hospitalized, whatever the diagnosis, there is a great risk of water and electrolyte imbalance. And we have to remember that the lactating mother also, they need increased amount of water because of further milk production, and the additional amount is equals to 600 to 700 ml per day of water. And we have to know the percentage in some common food. Bread, it equals to contain water in about 35% of it is water, eggs 75%, milk 87%, fruit and vegetables 85 to 95, and soda crackers 4%, fish 78%, sugar only 0, chicken 67, and beef 59, and cheese 42. Thank you.